Peace and love to the family. It's your boy Corbin reporting live. February 2020, we here. Now, I'm pretty sure y'all can sit back and think right now, like, damn, we're in the second month of the year. And already, a lot of things that add shock value in your life. A lot of things so far in this second month in 2020 have already added shock value in your life. But let me say this right quick, family. I'm not going to hold too much of your time. You haven't seen shit yet. In this video, I want to say a few things because, like I said, Jesus the op is coming. I was going to put it in a later date because I kind of wanted to give it that glamour, that presentation feel, but the information is so important. And the love that I'm getting from going to the grocery stores or going to the shops or just people hitting me up on the DM is amazing, and I appreciate that love. People who have looked up either on Google or wherever they went to and looked up Apollonius of Tyana, just that name I gave them alone, and already they have just opened up a whole nother paradox inside their mind and inside their mental, awakening the gnosis. So I am so proud of y'all for that. I'm so proud of y'all. This is no bullshit. And that's what I'm here for. So with that being said, I am pushing the presentation closer as far as the next day after you see this video. It is vital. The people need it, and the people are asking for it. So you're definitely going to get this presentation sooner than thought. And after we do this presentation, I think I want to do like damn near like a mini series with this shit. You feel me? I want to do chapters off of this shit because I'm going. When you look at Luke, Matthew, Mark, and Luke's here. Matthew and Mark is here. It's like a pyramid. So let's do that again. Make sure I got this shit right. Luke is here. Matthew and Mark is here. And we'll go back on the presentation to make sure it's verified. But what I'm saying is, Luke, a lot of the Bible is off of Luke's story. Now, like I said, I'm channeling right now. So if you're a scholar, Christian, and you hear a flaw in this shit, don't get your panties in a bunch. Because I'm bringing the work, so we can go right back over this shit. So anywhere where I was, Luke is right here, Matthew, Mark is here. What I'm saying is that Luke's work is up top. Matthew and Mark, both of Matthew and Mark's work are based on Luke. But we're going to go further in that. And we're going to break down a lot of things. But what I'm saying here, we're going to go in the presentation. We're going to start with Mary. We're going to start with the not so virgin Mary. And once you see the presentation, you'll see why I said that. We're going to start with Virgin Mary. Then we're going to go with Jesus as a baby. Then we're going to the lost years of Jesus. The years you know and the years you don't know. And then after we go into the years of Jesus leaving hometown, going to different places, studying what he studied, learned what he learned, and taught what he taught, we're going to go to some esoteric shit that you guys don't know and you need to be up on. That's why I say in this presentation, I want you guys, when you're watching, bring pencil, bring pad. Because everything I'm saying is noted and is quoted. So I want you guys to be able to research this. Don't go off of my word alone. Do your research. You understand? So the presentation really in this, listen, this shit's going to be so real. Corbin going to be wearing these. These are the Corbin shades, a.k.a. LL Cool shades. Right? My discovery of who Jesus really was hit home so much for me, and a lot of things I've personally been through, that it touched me right here. It's really, a lot of people in my family once said this. They once prophesied that, and it's based off a character in the Bible. I can't think of the character, but you guys know it, and the ones who I'm talking about another story too. It may be Peter, but the person also had another name in the Bible. But for the ones who know what I'm talking about and know what I'm about to say, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was prophesied that me, Corbin, would rebel against religion just to come back to Christianity. You feel what I'm saying? Like I would, just like this person did in the biblical times. But my thing is this: I do have a better understanding than I would say a lot of people that I know of now who Jesus is. But this is not no rally for Christianity. If anything, like I told somebody, we will see the demise of Christianity within the 5 years. Even with inside Christianity's set, homosexual and the tradition of Christianity is having the big war. And we're going to see who wins that war. I think we already know who's going to win that war, but we're going to see. And so that's why at this time we have to know the truth of your religion, the truth of Christianity, because understand religion is a belief. It's what you believe in. And sometimes that belief can get in way of your spiritual path, like it has done millions and millions of Americans. And not just Americans, it has now reached to the people who are now getting American lies coming from places such as Haiti, such as a lot of countries in Africa and whatnot. And major respect to those people, but they know what I'm talking about. No dissing at all, but major respect to them, but they know that a lot of them being colonized and having to diss or dismiss their own ancient African traditions. So, with Jesus the op, sisters, ladies, I'm going to give you a full story of the best of I can of a lot of what I wrote down on the Virgin Mary, and you will get her real name. Fuck, I just say it now. We know her as Mary. We know Mary as Mary, but Mary also had another name, Miriam. I think I'm saying that right, Miriam. Miarim, I believe it is, or it's Miariam. But damn it, Google is your best friend. But Mary had a different name. So for my people, my Christian scholars and my Christians who are not scholars, you have to understand that a lot of our work is also in different languages, like, Greek languages and Greek texts and, of course, Hebrew, which is the original as far as the Bible, and Latin texts. So a lot of our story is older than what we know, but they're in different texts. So you have to look up these texts to get the true essence of what it is you're believing in. So, sisters, once you really know and you get to know the story of who Mary is, I want you to leave with this: that your life and the life that you have been living is not a sinful life. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of us sisters, and this is just me feeling the energy in this, and I'm an energy person. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a spirit, I'm a soul. I'm a soul who understands his spirit. The Ka is the soul, spirit is the Ba. I am a person from a different place sent here to do work, like many of us have. And once you recognize that, and once you do what Anakin was supposed to do, what Luke had to do, and we're talking Star Wars, but we're also talking real shit, esoteric, then you realize that, damn it, there's a balance in the Force, and you are the chosen one. Same shit that Simba had to do. Anyway, sisters, once I break this presentation down, I want you to leave with this, because a lot of who I am is soul. I'm a soulful person in many ways than one. So they call it emo. Shout out to my sister, my Jade. She says Hyoki. She used to call me a Hyoki, and I may be saying that wrong, but it's like HeyOka. It used to be a tribe. Look them up. But sisters, a lot of our sisters and whatnot, they have this primordial, this ancient energy inside of them. The woman is a divine. The woman is a divine power. Everything comes from the womb in. Let's get that straight. When the Bible, when they said the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. Let me say this again. In the Bible, when they said the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost, what was excluded? What was deleted out of that? Trinity. The Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. The mother was excluded, omitted out of that, and on purpose. And like we know, my scholars, a lot of people know this, that even in the Bible, they really didn't want no female preaching the word. Am I wrong? So once you go deep into the esoteric of who the woman, the divine, melanated woman, who you really are, you have a certain power that you can't access. Damn, why can't I access the power, Corbin? Because you have a religious cord attached to you. The power that you have is older than the religion you worship. Let me say that again in slow motion. The power you have is older than the religion you worship or the God you praise. So there is a constant battle, sisters, with you, where it's this energy, this primordial energy, where you know you can cause havoc. At the same time, you have healing powers, but you're living off of a set of beliefs, programs that leave your true powers dormant, that leave your true divinity dormant, and it confuses who you are primordially. So when I tell you the story of who Mary is, I want you to know that you and Mary weren't so different after all. You understand what I'm saying? For the sisters, and I'm talking about from grandmoms, granny to modern day women who had babies at a young age and were mocked and laughed at by everybody else because you had a baby out of wedlock. You're not so different after all. Ain't nothing wrong. Excuse me, there's gang stalkers everywhere, so you know. You know, if you know what gang stalkers is, shout out to my brother Bones. They just pop up sometimes. But you're not so different from Mary after all. Once I break down this presentation. So don't ever short side yourself. Don't ever think that you have to that you have to be who society wants you to be, because you come from a world of chaos. You come from a world of chaos. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your energy is primordial. So when they telling you you cuss too much or you too ratchet, and then you have a battle with that. I see the shit. Come on, now let's be honest with yourself. There's a battle where it's either ratchet or religious. It's a constant struggle with our sisters. Ratchet or religious. Am I wrong? Of course not, Corbin. Let's keep it moving to the next one. Now with this presentation, Jesus. And today is Sunday, by the way. Once you find out who Jesus really was, God damn it. That's why these glasses are going to be needed for me. The LL Cool Shades, as I call them. Let me see how much. 13 minutes in, because y'all know I'm going to win. Once you find out who Jesus is, and a lot of people really know the stories that I'm going to be dropping to y'all. So I'm not going to be acting like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, I kind of am. But listen, I'm not going to be acting like I'm the end of all in here and I'm giving you some shit that nobody else knows. Why do you think the Vatican holds they shit like this? They bear hug they shit. Because if you ever find out what the fuck the Vatican has down there, holy shit. Holy mackerel, Batman. Shit is going to get real. Huh? Where was I at? Because I lose. Y'all know how I am. Anyway, once you find out who Jesus really was, you're going to find out, brothers, my men, you're going to find out that your struggle as a masculine, trying to do your father's work, trying to find your identity in a world, trying to find your own spiritual path, surrounded by so many programs and sets of religious beliefs that just want you to be a sheep amongst sheep. So you will find out in this presentation, for the ones who don't really know the true esoteric meaning of Christianity, which Corbin is presenting to you, you're going to find out that you and Jesus, especially me, that's what I found out. how much you and Jesus really had in common. And when Jesus said, ye too will do great things, wasn't it written in your laws that ye too are gods? God damn. So once you realize who Jesus really was, you will break down this. You will understand the Anakin story in Star Wars as George Lucas did. And there's another person connected with, Joseph Campbell, I think, is connected with that great author of the Star Wars. And you guys start looking these people up. You guys are so fascinated with the movies, but you don't even go back and look up the people who make these movies, okay? And I always tell people this. While a lot of and I'm talking to my family right now, while a lot of our fathers and a lot of our mothers were, making ends meet and struggling, the fortunate ones were going to college and they were taking these trips, okay? And they were going to Egypt, they were going to Tibet, they were going to Mexico, they were going to all these places, and they were digging up shit that our fathers and our mothers couldn't have the resources at the time to get the information. Why? Because they were struggling, scratching and surviving, right? So, but back in the 60s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even before, and of course even now, these people were digging up shit that our parents weren't privileged to. Okay? And these people later on became authors. They became movie directors. They became deep into some shit that come on guys, y'all know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't gotta keep digging in. So do your research on these people. Like I said, I gave you guys many years ago, no, not many years ago, but a year ago, I gave you guys the author of Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry. Look him up, and don't stop looking him up until you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Right? Look up Gene Roddenberry. See how much time I got. So back to Jesus. Once I really did, and shout out to the Moorish family. Shout out to the people who study the Moorish laws and the Moorish science. Because even though I'm not from any particular set, I study everything and have been since I was a kid. So I'm hip to everything. The shit that they don't think I'm hip to, guess what? I'm hip to it. But everybody don't need to know everything. I give you guys what you need to know, and after that, I expect you to go for the rest. You feel what I'm saying? So back to Jesus. I know I keep side pathing. So once you realize who Jesus is, I want you to understand that you and Jesus were so much more in common than they give you credit for. Golly, we are so much more in common. And the irony of who Jesus became. That's why I tell you guys really look at the Star Wars movies, especially the beginning ones, on to when they did the one about Anakin when he was a kid. Because I was in middle school when that one came out. It's very vital. So I'm definitely going to give you guys a presentation. I hope I got you guys geared up and ready now. You guys, come on, Coleman, come with it. Because this is vital. This is vital at a vital time that we understand who we are, and that we as soul beings, primordial soul beings, that we just focus on love. Self-love first. Once you find out who you are and stop trying to put on a suit and other people's suit to fit into society, once you really know who you are, once you take off this flesh and really go deep into who you are to find your spiritual path, that's self-love. When you get that self-love, now you are able to give that love to everybody else who may not be in tune to that love. It's all about a universal love. We are a collective individually. And individually, we are speaking as a collective. I told you that before. So once you realize who Jesus was, once you realize who the people like Heru was, once you realize who the people like Krishna was, once you realize who the people like Maha Avatar Babaji was, once you realize who the people like Noble Drew Ali, Marcus Messiah Garvey, Oh my gosh. Martin Luther King. All these people were. I can't forget about the Edgar Caseys of the world. And yeah, I'm going to go deep as the Aleister Crowleys of the world. I'm going to go deep as the H.P. Belanskis of the world. I'm going to go deep as the Carl Jungs of the world. Excuse me. The Sigmund Freuds of the world. The Sylvia Browns of the world. The Darius Corbins of the world. The people who are sent here to give you a message at a time when the message is needed. Universal love will get you through. Learn your love for yourself and stop trying to find out what everybody else is doing. Figure out the love for yourself. That love will be the love that gets you through, I promise you. And with that being said, family, enjoy your week, enjoy your day, enjoy your year, enjoy your soul. Peace and love to the family. It's Corbin reporting live. And I'm trying to figure out, is there anything else I need to say to you guys? But what more do I need to say? I didn't say it all at this point. So get ready for Was Jesus the Op. Like I told you guys once again, to my Christian family, this is not me bashing Christianity. This is a person who came out from Christianity, always had questions. So I pursued those questions and got answers. And then I got greater answers. And then I realized that this human wasn't so human after all. Neither of us out there are. And once I feel like a lot of people out there are really, 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 really ready to go deeper into what the esoteric knowledge means, I would definitely have conversations with you guys. They just have I think the U.S. just did a ban on traveling to Tibet. It is what it is. I'm going to get there. But in the meantime, I got work to do. My grandmother, my mom as I call her, always told me, take care of home first. Before I left to go to Louisiana, New Orleans, in the Hurricane Katrina days, that was one of the things she told me, take care of home. The difference now is that my broaden and my horizon of home is a lot wider now. So, and I'm dealing with two different homes, the physical and the spiritual one. So, and I got a lot of help. So, I'm going to be here giving the message to a lot of people who definitely want it and a lot of people who definitely deserve it. So, I thank y'all so much for picking up them pens, picking up those papers, doing your research, going on Google, thoroughly doing the research, and not just listening to what I'm saying, but doing your research. Because all I'm trying to tell you is there's so much more to who you are, but you have to do the study and research. A lot of my people out here, they don't like reading. Reading is just like kryptonite to you. Well, let me tell you what. Once you start reading, you actually realize that Superman is really based on you, melanated person. That Superman actually was based on a person who actually was around at an ancient time. But once again, like I said, that's for another time and another place. As you can see, back to life as usual. Peace and love. Salute. Corbin out. I'm out. I'm gone.